right, let's see here. I got my co-host, Biggie, Christopher Wallace, and Pac, Tupac Shakur. I'm your boy Qwest Kidd, and we getting this started. Welcome to Qwest Kidd Unplugged.
It's going down. My baby murking with Birkin, she twerking and swerving around. Miami sweet overlooking the water, the balcony facing the clouds. It's going down. It ain't about money, you running your mouth without making a sound. It's going down. It's going down. It's going down.
Yo, that little nigga that motivate me. It's Thanksgiving, nigga, pour the gravy. It's free to love me, cost more to hate me. Yeah. I want to start off today's show by thanking everybody who showed me love on the third episode. So I got a long list of people to thank. And if I miss you, call me out on it. You know what I'm saying? And I got you next episode. And excuse my voice, it's like freaking 5 o'clock in the morning. So, you know what I'm saying? I just woke up out my sleep. And I'm like, you know what? It's time to drop this episode. So that's what I'm doing. I got to shout out my boy G, the boy King. I've known G for many, many years. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to you. Shout out Zombie Arts, all the way in Puerto Rico. Really cool dude, man. Sick with the graphics. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my boy over there, PY. That's my brother, dog. Congrats on the expansion of your family. Congrats, my boy. My dog Change, the godfather of my son. You know what I'm saying? Love that guy. My dog Dimitri. My dog 360 Media. You already know, man. Arlene, yo, super dope individual. Arlene, if you're watching this, I see a little activist in you. You know what I'm saying? I see that she's really for the people, like 100%. So the world will benefit from your compassion. Amir Rhymes. Yo. When a beat comes on, this dude dissects a beat and he literally lets whatever he's feeling flow onto it. Like he never runs out of insight. He never runs out of thought. He never runs out of expression. Whenever he touches a beat, he doesn't cheat it. A dope individual. I appreciate the love. Oh, Christine, my sister. When I'm down, she picks me up. When I'm up, she holds me higher. You can't ask for better family members than that. So Christine, you already know I love you. My dog, James, dog. Let me tell you about James. Haran. You know what I'm saying? This is probably like, 15, possibly 20 years ago. We in Cali. We at a club. And these boys was pressing up on my sister. And we told them chill. So these boys started getting heated. But I'm talking about like they was deep. And they was probably like 5, it was probably like 3 of us. So we was ready to squad up. James, love that boy, he a white boy, you know what I'm saying? But when I tell you that boy had heart, he stepped right into everybody's face. Like, yo, what's up? Who wants a problem? And I mean, we was already ready. We wasn't expecting James to be ready. And James just stepped up and he was like, yo, who wants a problem? Yo, ever since that, and when I tell you, it's not even like a tall, built white boy, like 5'9" at best, if I'm correct, and just ready to square up. So respected him ever since, for the fact that he was ready. There was no fear in his eyes. So definitely respect that. Love his family, Jen, Beatrix. Shout out to y'all. Oh, Hydro. It's so funny because Manny, we went to Holy Family. We went to Curly together, but like I've always looked up to him, Jeff Jean. Those cats were like the OGs, you know what I'm saying? Gregory, those cats were the OGs, you know what I'm saying? And now we OGs, so they OGs to the OGs, you know what I'm saying? So I always respect them. I appreciate the love too. Ozzy Chu, my son, you know what I'm saying? Nothing inspires me more than my kids, you know what I'm saying? Just their life brings me life, so I want to show him what greatness looks like so I can set the bar for him so he has something to work from beyond that. Chi Chi's World, don't really know who you is, but I appreciate the love. Gome. Creole. Gourmet Creole. That's a restaurant that I went to as a kid. My dog it was owned by Natalie and Stephanie's parents. What she did is she took that brand and she rebranded it. She brought it out to Boston, and right now, look, listen, she's on a tour run right now. You know what I'm saying? She's been on every news outlet, podcast. I mean, she's on fire, but it's because the food is fire, and it's because Natalie is just she's a loving person. You know what I'm saying? She doesn't do anything in vain. Oh, Bruno, my cuz. Bruno, yo, listen, man, me and Brew, it's so funny because we call each other cousins, but we're not even really related. But like, yo, he was the best man at my wedding. And yeah, man, I appreciate you, man. Oh, my dog Red, you know what I'm saying? Definitely show me some love. But Red for the ladies. Red, if it's one thing that boy love the ladies, dog. Shout out to Red, man. Appreciate you. The Q, cuz, you already know, man. Man, listen, boy. Talk about somebody who'll go to war for you, dog. That boy, man, listen, man. Hands down, hands down, hands down. That boy don't care about nothing, dog. If you one of his day ones and he really rock with you, you don't know it. That boy, he don't care, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like he don't care what it's about, what it'll risk him. Like he definitely hold it down for his. So I appreciate you, cuz, on the love. Oh, Pluri. Yo, my dog Pluri, yo, you know what's crazy about this? And I only like met Pluri, like we've had a couple of interactions. But something about Pluri when I first met him, because I got my real estate license, and then I joined the real estate firm. And so, yo, there's this real knowledgeable cat, like he, you know, I mean, very well educated when it comes to real estate and things of that nature. So I just start chopping up with him. Mind you, I'm in Tampa, okay? The real estate firm that we joined is all the way in Lutz. Lutz is about like 30 to 45 minutes away from where I actually live. I live in an area called Riverview. And the reason I'm saying all this is because the super randomness of our connection is crazy, right? So Pluri joins the same real estate firm at around the same time that I joined it. And we get to talking, and he's like, yeah, I'm from Miami. I'm like, oh, what part? And then we chop it up. Yo, me and Pluri went to the same high school. Curly, Notre Dame. You know what I'm saying? What a freaking coincidence. And then I go to follow him on social media, and he knows everybody I know. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yo, that's wild. That's a wild coincidence. And yeah, man, a solid individual. If you're looking to buy a house, even though I'm a realtor, man, hit up my dog Pluri. You know what I'm saying? Because I honestly don't really care about real estate like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'd rather send him the sale than take it for myself. My dog Jose, I met him at the hotel I used to work at. Man, he's been sharing my joints. I mean, he's always been supportive. He used to be my supervisor at the hotel. If y'all remember from my last episode, the hotel I was talking about. I mean, he was just really dope, really cool, real relaxed, chill, like a real person. And I appreciate the love, man. Sabrina, she's a solid individual. I definitely appreciate the love. I want to get her on the show. She works with kids on the spectrum, but I definitely want to get her on this platform so she could talk about what she's doing and see how you could get involved to help out. Look forward to having Sabrina on the show. My dog Steph Berg. Like, I don't know, man. There's something about Stephen where you meet Stephen once and it's like you just feel like you know him for a lifetime, man. Really dope individual. Yasim, he worked at the hotel that I worked at. Yasim, shout out to you. Yasim can rap. This dude got flow. My dog Devin Jackson. Oh, Laura, met her at Carnival too. That's like my sister, man. Listen, we used to clown, we used to chill. Like, we were literally like inseparable at Carnival. It was just, yo, she's just a solid individual. So shout out to her. Shout out to her beautiful daughter as well. Oh, Jeremy used to be my neighbor, man. This dude he came to the neighborhood, left his mark, probably stayed here for like 2 years, and then he was like, I'm out. You know what I'm saying? So definitely a solid individual. And yeah, man, Jay, appreciate the love. Shout out to Wifey. Wifey definitely, keeps me on my toes, never lets me slack. When times get hard, she's like, all right, cool, go harder. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Wifey. Oh, and shout out to everybody who ignored. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you didn't if you didn't shoot me a comment, if you ain't, do none of the above, if you didn't watch it, if you didn't, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all. Because as you can see, and by the way, if I missed you and you did like, comment, subscribe, show love or any type of love, I appreciate y'all. It's just that you didn't, or maybe I'm not looking at the post or whatever, but I just read out what I saw on the people who liked, commented, or shot me a text. So if I missed you, my bad. If I missed you, my bad. That's it. But it's definitely appreciated. But nevertheless, anybody who ignored or didn't watch it, didn't like, didn't subscribe, shout out to y'all. Because as you can see, like, I'm calling out people who really showed me love. Oh, shout out Big Mike. Big Mike definitely. Yo, Big Mike, I've known Big Mike for at least over 20 years. I was in my 20s when I met Big Mike, and we actually did this show called Crib TV. Now, this is before podcasts. This is before all of this. Like, honestly, we were like the originators of this joint. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know that's a really big statement, but like, anybody who knows me knows how true this is. You know what I'm saying? Like, anybody who remembers when I was doing Crib TV knows we was doing this way before this got like really popular or popping. Like, we were like the blueprint to the trial and errors of this. You know what I'm saying? So when I say I have skin in this game underground, like, I have skin in this game underground. So shout out to Big Mike, man, because we definitely got a lot of history. And Mr. Vicious, I just talked to him recently, so shout out to Mr. Vicious. My dog cooks. We gonna get him on here to do like a cooking segment, definitely. Anyhow, all right, cool. So that's the shout outs. I appreciate everybody again. Like, yo, listen, comment, like, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Now, I ain't gonna do this shout out every single show, because as you can see, this took up a chunk and there's a lot. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if I could do this every show, but definitely I do appreciate it. Every now and then I'll do it. I'll make an announcement the show before that I'm gonna give y'all shout outs in the next show. There's a lot to cover, man. A lot to cover, man. Listen, man, we done lost Malcolm Jamal Warner. Theo Huxtable is what we most know him as. But I mean, he was a musician, he was a father, a husband, an actor. I know we haven't seen him much, right? But the characters that he did decide to portray were very impactful. Theo Huxtable, who I see myself in. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I watch the Cosby Show, I related to Theo because he was a smart individual, but he was also a little off. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I feel like that's me. Like, I'm a smart individual, but I'm a little off, right? I feel like he inspired me to be okay with not being normal. You know what I'm saying? Like, not to say that I'm weird or anything like that, but I know that there's always, there's things I learn different. You know what I'm saying? There's always a learning curve when it, for me, I socialize different. I could come off socially awkward at times. So just watching him portray that character, and in such a believable way, like it's almost to the point where you see him in the streets, you want to call him Theo. You know what I'm saying? And he did it with pride. He did it with pride, and he will be missed. And I send my condolences out to his family. And yeah, that's a tough loss. That's a really, really tough loss. So, in memory of Malcolm Jamal Warner, it's a really, really sad loss. Really, really sad loss. At the young age of 54, I believe, the world lost a true gem. You know what I'm saying? So rest in peace, Malcolm Jamal Warner, and you will forever live on through your work. So yeah. In other news, we also lost Hulk Hogan. And when I say we, I mean, the world. Now, Hulk Hogan played a pinnacle part in the success of the World Wrestling Federation. It was WWF at the time. But then the government's like, you guys are not a federation, you cannot call yourselves that, so they had to change it to WWE, and because it's entertainment. Nevertheless, Hulk Hogan played a pinnacle part in its success. Hulk Hogan, Randy Savage, what's that dude, Ric Flair, these are legends in that space. However, Hulk Hogan was a blatant racist. You know what I'm saying? So even though people want to mourn the legend that, he was when it came to wrestling and the character he portrayed, we not gonna sit here and ignore the person that he was. I've met Hulk Hogan on a couple of occasions when I used to work security at Bal Harbor. Super respectful, but of course, you're in broad day. You have eyes on you. You're not gonna show your true face. But we all heard you say the N-word with the hard ER. You know what I'm saying? Hard ER. So yeah, now we not respecting that. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, we as a world, lost Hulk Hogan, but ain't no loss out here. You know what I'm saying? Your legacy will always be diminished by the person that you truly were. So trust me, I've erased every single Hulk Hogan wrestling memory from my memory bank. We don't rock with you. Plus, you already know you supported a blatantly racist, white supremacist individual. And yeah, we not rocking with you. We lost Ozzy Osborne as well. Not really a big Ozzy fan, but he gained popularity through his music, through rock and roll. And then also, he was one of the first people to do reality TV. You know what I'm saying? I used to watch the Osbournes because I'm like, yo, this dude, I think he ate like the head of a bird or like a bat on stage, and this dude was wild. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, he unfortunately passed. Ain't no beef with him, at least to my knowledge. I don't know of any controversial racist stuff. I know his wife had some kind of racist thing go on or whatever. But as far as Ozzy's concerned, man, I don't got no bad blood unless somebody want to educate me on anything else. But rest in peace to Ozzy. Yeah, man. So let's see what we getting into. So I got my cards here. I've actually been freestyling for the most part. Yo, Trump versus South Park. Yo, South Park is wild. South Park is wild. Why do I say South Park is wild? Because they did an episode where Trump gets in bed with Satan and Trump is naked, and they put like this little tiny blur where his man region is, you know what I'm saying? And so White House is big mad about that, like super big mad about that. So it's just pretty hilarious. And it's funny because South Park just signed a $1.5 billion deal with Paramount. Now, why is that significant? Because CBS, which is owned by Paramount, just paid Trump $6 million in a lawsuit because he sued them because they say that they altered Kamala's interview with, I forget who it was, to poorly portray Trump. They didn't put out the real interview or something like that, something of that nature, right? So they actually paid him $6 million, even though there was really no wrongdoing. And then they the Late Night with Colbert show, they fired him as like a result of that as well. You know what I'm saying? So Paramount has literally been basically bowing down to Trump and trying to get on his good graces. Now South Park signs a 1.5 either million or billion-dollar deal. I'm pretty sure it has to be billion, because million ain't nothing. 1.5 million ain't nothing. Deal with Paramount, and then they come out with this episode, and it's like, yo, it's a slap in the face after, they're sitting there trying to correct the relationship with the administration, and then South Park comes and just tears all that up. So shout out to South Park. Y'all boys is wild. You know what I'm saying? Y'all boys are definitely wild. Let's see what else is on my Qwest Kidd cue cards. And so, in the most recent news, there was an individual that walked into a building in New York and just started wetting up the place. Unfortunately, 4 individuals succumbed to those actions. And that is pretty sad. You know what I'm saying? Reports say that he was aiming for the NFL office. He didn't get there. And he said that he suffered from CTE from playing football, and he wasn't pleased with how the NFL handles CTE. So he, after taking the lives of these individuals and injuring others, he took his own life. And yeah, so now there's families right now who have lost their loved ones because of this senseless act of violence, and it's really sad. And I'm not sympathizing with his actions, but what I am saying is make sure that you are. And listen, I'm very, I wouldn't say antisocial. I don't socialize with a lot of people, but one thing I do need to do better on is just making sure everybody's okay. You never know what somebody's going through, and who knows what this gentleman was going through for him to even, carry out such a heinous act, right? And again, I'm not sympathizing with his actions. I just wonder if maybe a conversation or somebody just paying a little more attention to detail, could have prevented this from happening. Nevertheless, my heart definitely goes out to the families of the loved ones that were lost because of this heinous act. And honestly, if you're gonna think about doing this, right? Anybody out there who has a gun in their hand or an assault weapon, just do it. Like, just take yourself out. You know what I'm saying? Like, why put such a void in family of innocent individuals? Why put such a void? You don't know if those individuals were parents. You don't know exactly who relied on those individuals for their livelihood, or just their sanity, or just their just to feel complete in life. You don't know any of that. You're out there taking lives for your own selfish reasons. So if you're gonna do that, just do it to yourself. Just do it to yourself. All right. So again, rest in peace to those individuals that succumbed to such an egregious and senseless act of violence. And yeah, man, we just need to do better, because this literally can happen anywhere. So they say guns don't kill people, people kill people, which is actually true. Guns don't kill people. If I hold the knife that I have in my hand, like it has the potential to seriously harm somebody. Even though, let's say if it's a kitchen knife, it wasn't really meant for me to kill somebody, but it can, right? So if I hold a gun, it can kill somebody. I could go in the woods and just shoot at targets or whatever, and accidentally kill somebody. So really, it's the individual that has the gun, which is the problem. So the point that I'm driving is that we as just people, we are open to somebody's insanity. You know what I'm saying? Like, because This man walked into a building. He was aiming for the NFL court. He went through the wrong door, and that one mistake led to lives being lost. But my whole point is that because how is it that easy for somebody to do that? You know what I'm saying? And so the thing that we take for granted is that we are too I wouldn't even say complacent. Like, we're too relaxed to the point where we rely on the notion. We rely on the notion that everybody is right in the head. But literally, anybody can get up, grab an assault rifle, have it in their car, and one day just start spraying in traffic. Blindly. Senselessly. So I know they're like, oh, gun laws and restrictions is rhetoric of the left and all that stuff. They trying to take away guns. Nah, listen, nobody's trying to take away guns, but if it's that easy for somebody to walk into a building and start spraying up individuals and now lives are lost, it's easy for people to walk up inside of schools and spray up children. This is an ongoing issue, America. Like, an ongoing issue. It shouldn't be that easy for somebody who's not right in their head to grab a gun and just affect the lives of many individuals. So, yeah, man, something needs to happen. Something has to change. Yeah, and we as people just need to be on the defense. You know what I'm saying? We need to be on the defense. Yeah, so what else is on my agenda today? So last week was my daughter's birthday. It was pretty amazing. I had a lot of family come over, which was pretty dope. I had my pops. I have I have my stepmom, which I call her my mom, Nancy. And then I had my mom, my real mom, my biological mom, come through. Love you, Mom. Love you, Nancy. Love you, Pops. And then I had my brothers and sisters come through with their children and their spouses, and it was just amazing. It was a really, really good time. And yeah, man, I just love when the family gets together. They run around. We share laughs. We have great moments and things of that nature. Like, nothing beats that. So happy birthday to Emmy. Happy birthday to Tifo, which is Thomas Santa Jules IV. It was amazing. And actually, my son and I, we made a song called Daddy's Little Girl, in which we dedicated it to my daughter. And it was pretty amazing. It was my son's first time like really rapping like bars, you know what I'm saying? And he killed it. I ain't being biased. A lot of people heard it, and I mean they saying he killed it. I believe he killed it. I've been listening to the song endlessly, and my favorite part is his part. You know what I'm saying? So he definitely did his thing. But Emmy, we played it for Emmy, we performed it for Emmy. She enjoyed it. She loved it. It's a really touching song. It's definitely a song that any father, any girl dad can listen, relate to, and feel. I'll definitely premiere the song. So I wanna end on a couple notes. So as my brother was in town, so I've been outside. If y'all follow me, I've been outside lately, and it's pretty dope because I'm a homebody by nature, like 100%. I never used to be a homebody, but like once you focus on a goal, like there's nothing for me outside. But I have been outside lately, and I must say I've been having a great time. Right, I smoked hookah for the first time, which is crazy, because I've always had like this whole stigma with hookah. Like it just, something about it just didn't look right. But no, I actually enjoyed it. It was pretty dope, and I don't know if I'm crazy, but I felt like I got a little buzz off of it. But I don't know. Again, y'all let me know in the comments if you're supposed to get a buzz off a hookah, or if maybe I'm just lightweight. I don't know, or maybe they spiked my hookah. Who the hell knows? But nah, definitely. So I was with my brother and we were talking about like childhood stories. And there's this one story, right? My dad lives down south. Is it Pinecrest maybe? So somewhere around that area. And my sister Natasha, who is here this weekend, orders a pizza, but she didn't clarify where she ordered the pizza from, and then we assumed that she ordered the pizza from. I think it was like it was like Domino's or Pizza Hut, whatever. So that's where we assumed she ordered it from, because she didn't clarify. But that was the closest pizza spot to us. So when I looked it up, I was like, oh, the pizza spot's about to close, so let's get there before they close. So we get to the, let's just say for the sake of the story, it's Pizza Hut, right? We get to Pizza Hut, and I go to open the door, and it's locked. And I'm like, yo, how they just gonna lock the door when they know like we were coming to pick up our pizza? So I'm talking to Buddy. There's still workers there. They're locking up and stuff like that. So somebody comes to the door, and I'm like, yo, we ordered a pizza, and we're here to pick it up. And he's like, no, you didn't. Straight up just looks at me and says, no, you didn't. I'm like, yes, I did. Now, mind you, we're talking through the door. And so he's talking to the lady, and the lady's like, no pizza was ordered here, da da da. And then so he's like, no, you guys didn't order pizza, da da da, whatever. And then so I'm like, yo, like, okay, well, let us in. So we did order pizza. My sister ordered pizza. We already paid for it. Like, you can't just take our money. Let us in. So Buddy starts selling out. He's like, yo, you ain't order no pizza, or we're closed right now, so even if you did, you're not getting no pizza, da da da, whatever. Like, selling out. Well, this dude is selling out. And so I'm getting mad. So I'm like shaking the door. And Buddy's like, yo, you can't do nothing, da da da, the door's locked. So he felt a whole sense of security because the door was locked, right? So he's selling out big time. So I'm shaking the door, and I turn to my brother, and I'm like, I believe I could break open this door. Now, why? But because Buddy was selling out, I'm like, all right, cool. Since you on that time, I'm gonna show you what time I'm on. Yo, I break open the door. Now all of a sudden, my brother was there as a witness. I'm not lying. Buddy that was selling out jumps over the counter and starts freaking out in fear. And then homegirl that was cleaning and shutting down starts speaking Spanish. She's like, llámame la policía. And so I'm starting to wild out. I'm like, oh, you was talking trash, huh? Yeah, you ain't gonna talk trash now that I'm inside this building, da da da, whatever. So I'm popping off. Now this is the crazy part, right? I forget, I'm not even paying attention to my brother this whole time. After this whole thing is like settled, whatever, I'm walking away with my brother. I'm like, my brother's like, yo, you know what's crazy about this whole thing? I'm like, what? He's like, I was standing right next to the security guard. The security guard was telling me, yo, you need to tell your brother to chill. And it's like, yo, how does security guard not stepping in and approaching me, telling me, yo, he's telling my brother, yo, go relay this message. Yo, you got hired to make sure things like this doesn't happen. You know what I'm saying? Like that, I'm not able to do things like this. See, this is what I'm talking about, like making sure people are in the right mind, right? I wasn't in my right mind, you know what I'm saying? So I broke open that door. I started wilding out. I wanted to check Buddy to see if he was really about that life that he was when he felt that sense of security. But once I saw homegirl talking about llámame la policía, I know what that means. She's telling him to call the cops, whatever. I ain't want no issues. I'm down south in a predominantly white and rich neighborhood or area. Is it Palmetto, Pinecrest, whatever. But anyhow, a bunch of white rich folks live in that area, so I know if police do come and assess the situation, it's not gonna be in my favor. So then we dip, and I called Tasha. I'm like, yo, I just went to Pizza Hut. This is what happened. She's like, why'd you go to Pizza Hut? I'm like, isn't that where you ordered the pizza? She's like, no, it was at Papa John's. So Papa John's was literally across the street. Like you had to cross the light, cross US 1, and then make a right, and then you just pull in a lot, and there's Papa John's. So we went to the wrong pizza place. But do you see, just kind of going back to the whole NFL situation, how one wrong turn led to like a bad situation, right? And had there been some type of communication, it would have avoided that whole situation. And I didn't intend to tie that in, but that's just crazy how that is very relatable to what I was saying earlier about the whole NFL thing, right? So yeah, it was a crazy story. It was just funny going down memory lane with that. So the last thing that I'm gonna leave y'all with, I always gotta do something positive, right? And it's something, again, most of these times that I'm talking to y'all, it's because it's something I'm working on. What I will tell you is stop idolizing people. Stop idolizing people, and it's not even, I'm not saying not to give people the respect or the flowers that they deserve, but what I am saying is, when you idolize somebody, you give them superpowers, right? And then when you give them superpowers, you start to feel like because of their uniqueness and because of their legendary status, because of the work that they put in, that they have some type of super ability that you cannot achieve because you're idolizing that person. It's almost like you like looking at like Superman and being like, I can't be him because I don't have his powers. So you're wrong. What you need to do is tap into your powers. Everybody does have their own powers. However, you have your own powers as well. You can be a superhero to your world. So stop idolizing people. Stop thinking that people were given this, unique gift that, to achieve things that you can't. Guess what? You were given a unique gift to achieve things that other people can't as well. So you need to stop idolizing people and start realizing yourself. And listen, see what it does as far as changing things. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, stop idolizing people. That ends today. Start realizing yourself. Push yourself to the limit. See what the outcome will be when you do the things that you doubt you could do. When you put the doubt aside and be like, you know what, I'm gonna do it. Even if I fail, I'm gonna do it. And see what the results are. That's my challenge to you. Do everything that you think you can't do and see what the outcome is. So stay, after this, after I finish my whole diatribe and monologue and, whatever big word means that I talk a lot, stay tuned for it's not necessarily the official video, but definitely a very photographic tribute to my daughter, with the song bed of the song Daddy's Little Girl, which is myself with my son, dedicated to my daughter Emmy. And yeah, hope y'all enjoyed. Thank you for watching. Remember, as usual, like, comment, subscribe, repost. Yeah, man, get your boy up there. You know what I'm saying? I plan on doing big things, and we got a lot of big things coming as well. So shout out to y'all and shout out to me. Let's get it. Qwest Kidd Unplugged. Let's go.
She said, wait.
I know, eyes are open.
I'm sorry, I'm taking like 100 pictures.
I know. That's exactly
She's like,
Yeah. Huh. July 23rd, 2019, I met the girl of my dreams, Emmy Zalani. On that day, you blessed the wind with your first breath. My love, you started dancing before taking your first steps. Emmy, your smile is so contagious. You're wild and so courageous. Your style always amazes. Your mind is so creative. You're truly a gift from God. Cartwheeling inside of your mommy's tummy. Emmy, you truly defeated odds. Your warm hugs give strength to a weak soul. You changed my whole world. You weren't even a week old. My precious little emerald, why would anyone seek gold? Love my baby girl. She's intelligent, sweet, bold. I'll always protect you and teach you to be strong. Tears flow before I made this a complete song. Already proud of the woman you'll become. Remember to me, Ems, you'll always be Daddy's little girl. Your love so sweet and pure. Your hugs feel like a cure. No matter how old you turn, your daddy's little girl. The smile up on your face makes the world a special place. Your light will change the world. Your daddy's little girl.
Honest to you, I'm always there for you. I'm your big bro for life, I got your back. When you get mad at me, you like to attack. I love you, little sis, plus I can't hit you back. Playing soccer with a beach ball in the living room. The goal was the pink bars, now you can reach stars. I wanted a brother, instead I got a sister. Thank God I didn't get what I wished for. I love you, Emmy, even when you annoy me. We up playing Fortnite till the early morning. Yeah, while mom and dad are snoring. Life without Emmys, it would be so boring. Love your laughs, cartwheels and splits. One hug from you, my heart feels equipped. Love you with all my heart. When you change the world, you're still my little sister. And
Daddy's little girl. Your love so sweet and pure. Your hugs feel like a cure. No matter how old you turn, your daddy's little girl. The smile up on your face makes the world a special place. Your light will change the world. Your daddy's little girl. Love you, Emmy.
Love you, Daddy.
Your daddy's little.
Serious official here, and that's fun for kids of any age.